So according to Nike, they get ready to bring out some Air Max 97s that is inspired by the classic Nintendo 64 game console or the controller. Who knows? Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the DC show. This is T. McNeil. So, yeah, man, Nike is apparently bringing out some Air Max 97s. I know you guys are familiar with that shoe, the classic shoes. And they're bringing it out based off of the Nintendo 64 game console, okay? Right now, as far as the images of the shoe, I think what they were trying to do is correlate between the colors of the Nintendo 64 and mostly, I say, the Nintendo 64 controller. Okay, so the colors of this particular Air Max 97 again is inspired by the 64's console. Okay, that's what they're saying, but it's really not the console, guys, because the console was actually all black. Okay, but I do see where the let's go to the image where the actual correlation does begin, and we'll go over that information in a moment. But I'll give you guys the actual price point of the shoes. As far as a release date, they're saying right now it's going to be later this summer. Okay, so make sure, guys, that you stay tuned and keep it locked to the DC show at all times, and we'll go from there. Now, as far as the colorway, guys, and the price point, they are going for $160 US, and they actually did not release the official name of the colorway from what I can see, but we will go over some of the information. And of course, if you guys have any comments and questions, make sure that you leave them down below in the comment section. Also, we'll go over the ins and outs of the shoe. I'll throw some images, and you know how we do, man. We'll go from there. All right. So, guys, it does say that a sleek gray is used as the base for the nod to the Nintendo 64's controller, while the mudguard features a tonal triangular print, encouraging you to get your game on. Green, blue, red, and yellow accents are then dispersed throughout the upper, midsole, and outsole, acknowledging both the colors of the controller's buttons and the N64 logo. 3 small dots grace the front pull tab for the ultra clever nod to the tri-pronged controller jack on the system's front, while the left and right tongue badges are equipped with the reset and power hits. 2 motifs any Nintendo fan is sure to be familiar with. Another Nintendo-inspired text hit then appears on the heel tab, and the look is completed by a black and white printed insole that flips the ESRB game rating icon into the Nike logo, complete with a design in 1997 stamp. No matter if you're an Air Max aficionado or a Nintendo nut, you are sure to love this thoughtful of the two 90s classics, and you can expect them to arrive on Nike.com and select swoosh stock kits later this summer for $160 US. Alright, and that word, guys, I skipped over because I'm not going to attempt to say it. I'm sorry. Alright, if you guys know what it is, great for you. Alright. But yeah, man, a lot of nice little subtle details, really throwing back to the era of the Nintendo 64. If you guys are 30 and up, like myself, you should basically remember Nintendo 64 very well. If you're under 30, maybe, okay? I mean, if you were born anywhere between 1996 and up, you probably won't remember the Nintendo 64 that much, because 1996 was the time and the year, I meant to say, that the system actually came out, okay? So, but yeah, if you're 30 and up, you remember the controllers, man, the tri-prong controllers. You had the yellow C buttons on there. You had the A and B buttons coming in, I believe it was in blue and green. You had the trigger buttons. You had the analog stick in the middle. So yeah, man, it was a very iconic system, very iconic controller. And then you had the digital D-pad on one end as well, okay? You had the bumper buttons on the top. So, you know, the controller was definitely ahead of its time, okay? And really, that was the first, just a little bit of history, the first controller from Nintendo and ever on the marketplace to actually feature, you know, a full-on analog stick, okay? And that's the reason why Sony actually went back and created the analog sticks for their PlayStation 1 controllers based off of what Nintendo did. So Nintendo really was a pioneer in the game. They still are, and it's a cool little thing to see that correlation kind of make its way to the shoe. All right, but without further ado, man, let's go ahead and actually throw up the images, and we'll go from there, baby. Is the images there. The thing is, a lot of stunning detail, guys. I like the individual stitching that goes on this Air Max 97. That looks great, and all the Air Max 97s look that way. The only difference between these and the other colorways is the fact that it's a nod to the Nintendo 64's controllers as far as the colorway. Okay, I do like the Nike Air symbol on the side panel of the shoe, followed by the mesh. Lots and lots of individual stitching, guys, and that wavy classic Air Max 90s line, and that looks good. Okay, the toe box area obviously looks great. As far as the black base of the shoe, guys, or the outsole of the shoe, the Nintendo 64, I think that's where they kind of got the colorway from them. Now they're calling that black, but the thing is, I don't know if the Nintendo 64 was actually black, guys, or was it really dark smoky gray. Okay, leave that down below in the comment section. I think it was actually like a dark smoky gray. I don't think the console was ever black, but I could be wrong on that. It was so long ago, but I like the shoe a lot, guys. Like I said, and the outsole, not the outsole, guys. We don't talk about that yet, but the midsole, like I said, is cut up in that black and that tannish brown color, so that looks good. I do like the interior a lot, guys. It does say that it was designed in 1997, so that's a good looking thing. As far as the tongue is concerned, guys, where they mentioned the power button, you did see that. The left shoe has the power button. The right shoe has the actual reset button, okay? Or if you flip it around, technically it's the right shoe has the power and the left shoe has the reset, okay? But just based off the image, that's why I said left and right, okay? I do like the little red strip that goes around the tongue on each shoe, guys. That looks good, and there's a lot of individual stitching there as well. And like I said, as far as Nike and their craftsmanship, they always do a great, stupendous job, in my opinion. It just really shows you the craftsmanship and the time and effort and the creativity that goes into creating these type of shoes. And all of the Air Max 97s look like this, and it just takes the painstaking work and detail to really bring out a shoe like this, okay? But the tongue, looks like it has that kind of like a neoprene mesh type material. You have the grayed out shoestrings that match the shoes to a T, so that's obviously a good thing. The rear of the shoe, it's not that much special things going on. You got the big gray ankle loops on the back, more individual stitching around those as well, and then you have the Air Max symbol that they mentioned in the article on both the left and the right shoe, okay? Now the Air Max 97s is very comfortable shoes, guys. I actually had a pair of those a while back, and this shoe was actually kind of making me consider getting another pair. Not necessarily this colorway, but maybe a different colorway, okay? But from what I can remember, they are very comfortable, and they are stylish shoes as well, and they're very well built, okay? So you're definitely going to get your money's worth. You don't have to worry about these shoes falling apart anytime soon because of the way that they're made, okay? And the big thick base on the bottom is going to give you a lot of heel support, so that's a huge plus, all right? And then, guys, the very last image, as far as the outsole was concerned, or the bottom of the shoe has that rubberized grip. It reminds me of the sole of the New Balance 990 series, okay, guys? I'm not saying officially that they're slip or they're oil resistant, but you can just see that there's a lot of grip and a lot of traction that can be had from wearing these type of shoes, okay? Because at the end of the day, they're lounging shoes, they're walking shoes, but they're also jogging shoes as well, okay? So again, you guys give me your your comments and your opinions down below in the comment section. And just let a brother know how you guys feel. It's going to be a carpool pass for you. Also, keep in mind, guys, once again, that the official release date has not been announced. But make sure that you stay tuned and keep it locked. And I will do updated video once that information does become available. So yeah, man, they're going for $160 US once again. Like I said, make sure you check Nike.com. You guys can call around to your local retailers. As I always say, send some emails, etc. And it says select swoosh stock kits. Alright, so select retailers will be having this particular shoe, okay? But other than that, man, like I said, it's a good looking shoe. And I think it's a good classic nod to Nintendo 64. You know, it's not a perfect nod to it, but I see where they're going. I mean, if you're 30 and up, you do remember the Nintendo 64, as I mentioned before, okay? I mean, if you were born around 95, 96, maybe not so much, okay? So, again, you know, if you're one of those people that want to go back in time, you know, want to have that nostalgic feel, I don't see nothing wrong with going back and, you know, doing what you got to do and actually supporting, you know, the Nintendo 64 by wearing these shoes, alright? But that's it, guys. Like I said, any comments, questions, leave them down below, and the brother will get back to you, alright? Also, guys, make sure that you like and share this content. I would definitely appreciate that. Also, if you enjoy the content, make sure that you smack the hell out of the subscribe button. And finally, do not forget to tap the bell symbol. That way you receive notifications when the DC Show puts up new, or in some cases, updated content. So, I appreciate you guys watching and listening and tuning in. Until the next time, have a good one.